Domicile changes are another one. Oftentimes, again, thinking towards a sale or thinking towards just paying less tax to your state where you reside, there might be the right time to relocate. Maybe your second house is going to naturally become your first house. The kids have gone to college. You have no reason to be rooted in California, for example, one of the more common states where this is an area of concern. A lot of times before a liquidating event, you've got to move entirely out of the state in order to not be taxed under that state's jurisdiction. So again, moving domicile needs to be done well in advance of a taxable event. So that is another thing that you really need to be thinking about and consulting with your tax professionals and your lawyer about how to actually make sure you are going to pass muster when the old state comes knocking with a tax bill. So think about that. I would recommend 3 years prior to moving to make sure that your plan is completely effectuated before a taxable event. And then, of course, business succession planning. This is something where clients come to me often exhausted and just ready to hand over the reins. Lo and behold, they have nobody to hand them over to. With the baby boomers retiring, this is something that we're seeing so much more frequently. They thought their kids would step up, maybe at a certain age, maybe when they had kids. They thought that their key man, who's been running operations for the last 10 years, would want equity, right? Naturally, a business owner thinks it's a good thing. And then they start to actually ask questions of those people when it's too late. And the answer is oftentimes no. So one of the most frustrating things is to have a business owner who's ready to go and they have nowhere to leave the business. They don't want to leave the employees empty-handed. There might be a lot of options, but we need to start exploring them well before that burnout sets in or well before health issues cause them to need to retire. So I'd say, again, 5 to 7 years before you want to be in a complete exit scenario, you should start consulting with a succession planning group of experts, including your lawyer. And there are even certified exit planning professionals, if you can believe that. So again, reach out to your attorney and start that conversation before you think it's time to plan a succession.